Hello, everybody. Welcome to Talk Time with Valainistima. No, I'm not Valainistima. Not even close. I'm not even Valainistima with a bad cold. It's Mike Allen. I'm going to have some friends of mine join me. We're covering for Val tonight as she recovers. And we wish her all the best. And I hope she feels better real soon. And she'll probably come back and tell us all about what's going on. But for now, you got me. And in honor of guest hosting her show today, instead of my normal beer, I am drinking sangria. Okay, it's in a styrofoam cup, but don't judge me. Thank you for listening. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Eat24.com, Ring Central, and all sorts of other sponsors, which we're going to hear from right now. But stick around. We're going to have a good time. Val's out. She'll be back soon, hopefully. But for now, we're just going to keep it going. So Talk Time with Valainistima, live on the Armed Radio Global Network.
Are you an entrepreneur looking to get your business off the ground? Or are you an established business in need of a plan to present to an investor? Keljo Solutions can provide you with the plan that presents you and your business to others in an organized, professional package. With affordable rates, we have the plan to fit your budget. Visit us on the web at www.keljo.net and watch your business grow.
Hi, now I know you hear Joe Rocks and the Dog on their weekly restaurant reviews on Night Talk, 10 p.m. Eastern. And boy, these two like to eat. Right, boys? Well, here's something to review right from your house. Eat24. That's right, Eat24.com. With over 25,000 restaurants for you to choose from when you're hungry. Many in your area. So review that, boys. Eat24.com. Click, order, and eat. Eat24.com.
The small city of Rockton, Illinois, is stunned by the brutal and senseless murder of an entire family, leaving only the father to pick up the pieces of his shattered life. Two rookie detectives are at odds, but before they get a chance to stop him, the killer strikes again. Will Detective Max Larkin and Detective Jesse Fairlane put their personal differences aside so they can stop the killer from striking again? Find out in the new suspense thriller, Time Killer, from author Todd M. Theed. Available in hardcover, softcover, and Kindle at Amazon.com.
There is nothing in this world that can make or break your day like a comfortable pair of shoes. And if you're a woman like me, then the perfect shoes are as seductive as the perfect full-bodied wine coupled with a smooth, dark Belgian chocolate. Or a steaming hot bubble bath at the end of a long day. Let's be real, ladies. The perfect pair of shoes can even be better than spine-tingling, bone-melting, body-shivering. Well, you know what I mean. So, where do you get your perfect pair of shoes? Savvy Souls, where chic meets comfort at the intersection of satisfaction, swank, and trendy. Go to www.forsavvysouls.com for 50 to 70% off on the latest spring styles, or find them on Facebook today.
Savino Wine Preservation System is wine preservation glassware. Savino is an easy-to-use wine preservation system that allows you to enjoy your favorite wines anytime without waiting for an occasion. Open any bottle with confidence, knowing that you can enjoy the full original flavor of Tuesday's wine on Saturday. For more information, visit us at www.savinowine.com. Today's wine, tomorrow.
Your search for love and companionship ends here. Join now at TalkToSingles.com for free. It's a new, high-quality, internet-based personal dating service that allows single men and single women to meet and engage in electronic conversation in the safety and comfort of their home computer. It's a dedicated team providing online dating services for successful matchmaking. Join today absolutely for free and start connecting with singles in your area now. And check out the Android app. Go to TalkToSingles.com. That's singles.com.
Hi, welcome to the show. This is Talk Time with Valainistima. Sitting in for Val tonight, I'm Mike Allen. My show is on Monday morning, 6 a.m., and Wednesdays at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Sitting in for Val tonight. She, she's going to get better. And I'll let her talk about that when she gets back. But what she wanted me to talk about is a subject she was going to cover tonight. But before we get to that, tonight's broadcast brought to you by Eat24.com. Go to Eat24.com, put in their zip code. They'll find a restaurant near you that delivers straight to your house, and they'll put food on your front door. That's pretty cool, huh? Pay for it and do everything through Eat24.com. Also, got a phone app, so in case you're out on a work site or a job or traveling to another city, just go to Eat24.com, put in that zip code. They'll find you some place to eat. It's like having a food truck in your pants. Also, Ring Central, who provides our phone lines for all our shows. However, because we are unique here at Armed Radio Global, that line will not be open tonight, but you can tweet me at Armed Radio 1, at Armed Radio 1, and hashtag all your tweets Armed Radio. If you don't hashtag it Armed Radio, I will not be able to bring it up on my tweet deck. So make sure you hashtag it Armed Radio and send all your tweets to Armed Radio 1. All right. Well, one of the things she wanted me to talk about, and when she talked to me earlier today, is something that's kind of hit close to home here in Texas, when we had a young mother who decided that she didn't want to raise her 3-year-old son. Apparently, she was young herself. The child had history of abuse, where pictures were circulated on social network of him with bruises and cuts, apparently from being abused. So the question came up, well, why didn't CPS do anything about it? And now the child was found dead in a field. The mother's being very elusive about what happened, which from being a cop, that just means she did it. And she's also pregnant again. So she had Colton. The little boy's name was Colton. And if you go to Google and just put in like the death of Colton, it'll come up. Colton, what's the name of the little boy? Let's see, charged with capital murder. Okay, here we go. Well, I guess it won't come up. Anyway, a lot of people around here in the local area, and I had it up, and I'll have to bring it up during the break again. Basically, the story was this gal came from a broken home. She had no job or didn't have a very good job. She had a boyfriend, and they like to go party and do stuff that young people do between the ages of 18 and 21. So a kid was the kid was getting in the way, basically. So what happened was that after a while, the kid disappeared. The mom was kind of real vague on where the kid was. People would ask, "Hey, where's your son?" And she'd say, "Well, he's over there. He's with a friend. He's with families." And weeks went by, and then all of a sudden, it became apparent that this kid was gone. So they started looking for him, and they found him dead in a field in a shallow grave. And now, of course, the mom and the boyfriend are being interviewed and talked to. Of course, persons of interest in this whole thing. So it came out that she's also pregnant again with twins. So the question comes up, if this mom didn't want her child, why didn't she give the child up for adoption? And two, how did she... I mean, it's sad that people like this have babies to begin with that they don't want. And I guess the question is, should the government get involved? Now, you know my answer. But I'm going to go ahead and play devil's advocate. Let's say the government comes up with a standard, say a test, and the test is to determine whether or not you can be a good parent. And, of course, if you can't be a good parent, then you'll not be allowed to breed. And some people think that's the answer. Joining me now on the air on the Ring Central Celebrity Hotline, guest host, or the host, one of the co-hosts of Night Talk with Joe Rocks. He's on the lam. He's in witness protection. Of course, when he comes on the show to contribute, please welcome Vinny. You there, Vinny?
I'm trying to work here.
Well, okay. Well, Vinny, were you listening to the beginning part of the show? We're talking about parents who have kids.
I give them some cement shoes.
Yeah. So now I know you come from, where you come from, family. It's all about family, isn't it?
That's right. You take care of your own. You do that with your own family. Somebody needs to take them out back.
Take them out back? Well, so do you think the government should get involved? Do you think the government should have a hand in this? Maybe when, say, kids get to breeding age, 16 to 20, in order to even have sex, should they have maybe get registered and make sure that before they want to or can have children, that they're financially stable? I mean, what's the answer to? Because there's lots of people out there that don't have any kids. I mean, that don't have any kids and that want kids and have been trying to have kids, and they're caught up in the bureaucracy of our adoption agencies. And here are these young kids that don't even want kids because it's getting in the way of them being young, killing them. I mean, we've heard stories of young mothers dumping their babies in dumpsters and having them at prom and leaving them in the toilet. I mean, what's the answer?
Well, the one thing is if you make the government involved, it'll screw it up even more. But the thing about it is you have to do is the people that do what they do need to be held responsible. I mean, you can't you're going to have these kids, they might adopt a kid and still treat them like that. You don't know. People are freaking idiots. That's all they are.
Well, I know from the adoption standpoint, if a couple wants to adopt a child, there is a very stringent. It's very involved. Not only are you interviewed, your financial background is checked. You make sure that you have good jobs, that you have stable jobs. CPS, or the adoption agency, actually comes to your house. They inspect your home. They make sure that there's no mold. They make sure it's in a good neighborhood, around with good schools. I mean, they really go into it. I mean, to adopt a child, you just don't walk in and pick a number and walk out with a kid. And then, not only that, once you adopt a baby, especially babies, once you adopt the baby, CPS for the first 2 years, every 2 or 3 months, just show up. They just show up and they want to check things out. How's the baby doing? Does he look well fed? Is he, is there signs of abuse? Is he dirty? Is he healthy? Is the house clean? I mean, they go through and they walk through the house. And so the adoption process is pretty involved. Do you think something like that should be enforced with just regular people who want to have a family?
No, because then I think we're going to be like China, where you get somebody that, what are they going to do? They allow me to have kids, they're going to end up paying off the guy that works for the government to say, yeah, you're okay to have kids. I mean, anytime you get involved with it, it's going to end up having more corruption in it. I figure you do is you just take the summer job that goes to do anything, make an example out of one, and a lot of people will understand.
There won't be any questions.
Yeah, like what they used to do years ago. They used to hang you in the street, right?
Yeah.
And that was or what do they do over in freaking, what is Saudi Arabia? They cut your fucking hand off.
Yep. Cut your hands off if you steal. Yeah.